Ja, und der ganze Kampf gefühlt 2 Minuten mit dem PS-Team von mir. Und diesmal laufen wir auch ganz entspannt dahin und müssen nicht heilen, weil Schaden habe ich keinen gekriegt von den Typen.
Oh, have the Fatui retreated?
Ja, die Daya sind dort drüben, guck mal.
Hey, what happened to you?
He's hurt.
I'm fine.
Ah,
Don't move. I've seen eremites get struck by lightning before. You need to rest.
Struck by lightning?
We were
Das ist richtig
fighting,
Glück, muss
and
Lotto
just
spielen.
as things started looking grim, the weather suddenly became extremely strange. Lightning started attacking everyone, almost as if it were alive. Luckily, there were only 2 of us, and both of us were nimble enough to dodge most of the strikes. There were a lot of Fatui, though, and they were being torn to shreds by the bolts of lightning.
With that, all the Fatui soldiers were forced to retreat.
Deine Verletzung ist halb so wild, oder was?
It's all right. My wound aside, you look like you've seen something unpleasant.
Ja, für den Moment
Is
ist
Hypatia all right?
ja, für den Moment ist es noch sicher, aber da gibt es einige Dinge, die du wissen solltest.
Hey, didn't I tell you not to move?
Just in case. Let's go to Hypatia's place and talk about things there.
Solltest mal was ordentliches essen, ist halt. Ach komm, Junge, mir. In der Kloake hier kannst du eh kein Feuer wegzünden. Ich weiß, einfach weil ich kann. Bitte Feuerwerk. So. Gut. Ja, aber laufen kann er noch immerhin.
Thank goodness she's fine.
Hey, how about taking care of yourself first?
I understand my condition. The wound is not fatal. I'll be all right.
Ugh. The more you understand medicine, the worse of a patient you become.
I know. They
Winston.
always think they can push through the pain.
Oh, he sat down.
Let me rest for a bit. Sorry, traveler. Now you may start.
Na dann. Wir informieren ihn mal über die Verbindung zwischen El Tore, Sakura-Ouch und der
So
guten
that's what you were talking to the
Alphasia.
balladeer about? Oh, Paimon can't believe what he's thinking.
The Academia's God creation plan. How ridiculous.
Stört, ja.
That sounds, ambitious, I guess? Anyway, this is all way beyond me.
Ja, doch, das kannst du so sagen, Dia.
As long as I can enjoy every day with a drink in my hand, tasty food in my stomach, and a good night's rest, that's enough. I'll only work when I have to. I must be the least ambitious person who's ever set foot in Party STI.
Don't say that. I haven't even thanked you for your help back there.
Don't mention it. Well, if nothing else, all this
Yeah.
proves that the doctor really did have some urgent matter to attend to and left Sumeru in a hurry.
Naja, ich habe auf jeden Fall einen Verdacht. Und zwar Sekemausch ist der Grund, warum Hyphasia zur Zielscheibe wurde. Durch ihre Bewusstseinsverbindung sah sie, was mit Sekemausch geschah.
Maybe the Fatui want to cover up some secret of the balladeer. Is that why they tried to seize Hypatia?
Vielleicht sollten wir uns diese kleine Erinnerung auch nochmal aufrufen, weil wir hatten es ja auch gesehen.
You said the balladeer claimed that Hypatia has seen his past. So, what could be there?
Paimon, das ist noch nicht so ganz klar.
Have you noticed? The balladeer is not happy with the doctor's actions. He thinks the doctor has no right to consider himself as his equal.
So, if the doctor was to show up again, would the balladeer zap him with lightning?
Based on what the traveler has said, I think he would. Having the doctor gone benefits him as well as us. In other words, we've successfully completed this stage of the plan. The doctor is out of the picture now.
Yay! That's a big accomplishment.
Ich hätte lieber kaputtgeschlagen, ne? Hätten wir gewusst, dass er definitiv auch weg ist.
I'm also happy for you.
Yay.
Thank you for the help, Tainari. Make sure you rest up for now.
Ja, und erhol dich
Ja,
bitte
ja.
gut, ne?
All right.
Okay, that wraps things up for us here at Party's DI. Traveler, it's about time we rendezvous with the others at the Grand Bazaar.
Dann lassen wir die Feder hoffentlich mal langsam steigen, hä?
Let's continue to keep a low profile. You can head there once you're ready.
Ich bin immer bereit. Ach ja, Leute, ey. Was haben wir hier? Oh, was? Achso, genau, hier ist dieser Würfel. Den meinte ich vorhin. Letzten Folge. Naja. Oh,
This is great. I feel so relaxed all over. I could almost float away.
wahrscheinlich nur durch ein Feuerwerk hier. So, wir sollen auf die verabredete Zeit warten. 19 bis 21 Uhr. Sagen, machen wir das mal glatt. Ah. 19:02 ist nämlich auch okay. Bom. So.
If we've got nothing else to do, why don't I...
Ja, du kannst uns irgendwann Storys erzählen, aber nicht hier. Weil wir haben da unten eine Verabredung. Oh. Also ich muss echt immer noch sagen, das hier ist mein Lieblingsteam. Sehr schnell, macht viel Schaden, hat coole Effekte drin.
All right,
Kommen damit
everyone
super
is
klar.
here.
How did everything go? Any luck with your missions?
Let's report back one by one. I'll start first. We've made the necessary modifications to the Akasha terminal. In addition, the props required are also ready.
I'll go next. The Traveler and I went to Party's DI. The situation was a bit complicated, but we found Tainari. Unfortunately, he was wounded during a fight.
Who is behind it?
Well, that's the tough part. What should I say, Traveler? The Fatui or the Balladeer?
Lieber Sekmosh.
After some back and forth, we confirmed that the doctor has left Sumeru by boat. He has something urgent to attend to back in Snezhnaya. So, we've successfully removed the doctor from the picture. Also, Tainari's already resting, so he'll be okay.
Good.
Oh, Tainari also asked us to tell you this message. Trust your own senses and experiences.
Nur das.
All right. I'll remember that. Everything also went smoothly on my side. The Eremites should have arrived at their destination by now. To avoid alerting the quarry, they will stay there for now.
I can't believe you actually got so many Eremites into Sumeru City.
It's all thanks to Rahman and his brave team, as well as their bold strategy.
It appears to have been very effective. I'm glad to hear it. Well, is that everything? Okay, this meeting is adjourned.
Wer ist
Huh?
noch?
Wait, you mean that's it?
Ja, klar.
Well, what else is there to discuss?
Hier irgendwo noch essen gehen, trinken gehen oder
Shouldn't
irgendwas.
you end with some words of encouragement? You know, to fire us up now?
Personally, I'd rather we all go home and get some rest.
I'll hate them. You... Ugh.
Oh, and if you wanted someone to say something to that effect, then I must reiterate that I'm here to strategize and not to lead.
Oh,
So you should find someone more
Unverbesserlich, der
suitable
Gute.
to do that.
But I thought all of you Academia big shots were great speakers.
Then I should remind you that I'm the scribe.
I know that. So what?
Oh je, jetzt hört auf
The
euch zu
scribe is
beefen.
responsible for recording meetings, not speaking.
Alter, oder nehmt euch ein Zimmer, ist mir egal.
Fine, whatever. Well, Sino doesn't seem to be much of a talker either. I guess that leaves it to my employer.
Employer?
Yep, the Traveler hired me.
Und die Belohnung ist ein Lächeln.
That's right. So come on, boss. What do you have to say for the team?
Yeah, say something to boost morale.
Lass mich mal gerade überlegen.
What are you all doing here? Oh, it's Nilu!
Glück gehabt.
Hey, everyone. I'm not disturbing you, am I?
Not at all. I was actually just about to go find you.
Gott, jetzt kannst du halt eben jetzt schon mit ihr reden.
Judging from the group and all your serious faces, you were discussing something important, weren't you? But you also look like you're up to no good. Seems pretty interesting.
Scheiße, gleich haben wir eine Zeugin, die müssen eliminiert werden.
Welcome, Nilu. Would you like to join us?
Huh? Join you?
Mhm.
You mean you also want to discuss something important with me?
Wenn du willst.
Yes. Something very important. Nilu, are there any breaks in your performance schedule in the upcoming days?
Wait, you're seriously inviting me?
Er war nicht auf dem Date, keine Angst. Das macht er nicht. Und noch eine Mitwisserin.
I can't believe my ears. You are truly the bravest and most passionate people of Sumeru,
Oh je.
well, that I've ever met. Oh, right. The Traveler and Paimon are not from Sumeru, but you are awesome as well. That's right. I must admit that I'm a little scared.
Mhm.
But I'll try my best for Lesser Lord Kusanali. If I can somehow use my abilities to help you, then count me in.
Ich doch gerne.
Remember, believe in yourself.
Okay, I'll get my friends at the Grand Bazaar to help us tomorrow.
Just remember not to say too much. Be discreet.
Yep, you got it.
All the preparations are done.
Nee.
Now, can we finally conclude this meeting?
Ja, morgen werden wir die Gottheit retten.
So, have you thought up what you'd like to say, boss?
Achso, ich dachte, das wäre ja schon gewesen. Alles so unglaublich. Morgen werden wir viele Dinge verändern, Leute.
Yep, yep, it's a grand plan and we're all super awesome.
Oh yeah. Also dann schafft alles schön.
Well said. A good night's rest before an operation can be the difference between success and failure.
Thankfully, I've had my place to myself recently. It's been nice and quiet.
Huh?
Warum in letzter Zeit?
Oh, nothing.
Was stimmt bei ihm nicht?
Let's all go home and get a
So.
good night's sleep so we can be up
Wogener,
early tomorrow.
geheimnisumwogener Charakter, ne? Na dann.
Okay, so I guess that means it's time to say goodnight now.
Ja, gute Nacht.
Yep, good night everyone!
Ah. Ein junges Pärchen telefoniert und dann tausendmal, nein, du legst erst auf Tschüss, ja, bis dann, Tschüssi. Da bist du immer noch dran, ja, tschüss und so weiter. Oh, nervig. Ah. Na gut, wir warten mal hier unten bis 8, zwischen 8 und 12 Uhr. Was denn morgens? Nächster Tag 8 bis. Gut. Gut, wir haben jetzt eh noch abends, ne? Mal gerade mal. Ja. Minuten. Ach, ja. Wir gleich hier fertig sein.
Today's the Academia's New Garbaha Day. We can... Oh, Haytham should be waiting for us. Let's go to the Academia and find him.
Na dann, gehen wir mal da oben zum Schnellreisepunkt.
Hello, you two. Sleep well?
Bombe, wirklich. Wir haben die ganze Nacht unten rumgestanden.
Not
AFK.
really. Paimon got too nervous thinking about today and didn't fall asleep until the sun was almost up. What about you all, Haytham?
Naturally, I slept just fine. After all, a good rest should be considered part of the plan, since energy is an important resource.
You just want to show off how calm you are.
It's crucial to dissipate any tension before we execute our plan.
The only thing you're doing is being annoying.
Anyway,
Nur nicht.
do you need me to go over the game plan again?
Ja, sicher ist sicher. Ich will mir lieber nochmal anhören.
Our target is Grand Sage Azar's office. Everyone in the Academia knows that's where the Grand Sage's console is. Only they can operate it. Many restricted commands and operations are executed via that console. I'm sure that console has a way to free Lesser Lord Kusanali.
You know, Paimon's been thinking, what kind of technology could let the sages imprison even a god?
That isn't something they could have accomplished with their scholarly talents alone. In the Sanctuary of Surasthana, there's a device of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's that she once used to isolate herself while meditating.
Das heißt, sie hat sich selbst in einen Apparat eingesperrt?
500 years ago, the Grand Sage at the time modified the device so that it can no longer be controlled from the inside. They were effectively trapping one god with the power of another.
So,
Ach sie.
how are we gonna get to the Grand Sage's office?
Mit dem Hammer?
Don't forget, today is Nyargarbaha Day, arguably the most important day to the Academia. The sages and core Academia personnel are busy loading the latest batch of research developments and legal decrees into knowledge capsules so that they can be entered into the Akasha. All the Darshan's researchers have their noses to the grindstone, and the Academia's grounds are flowing with all sorts of people. It's the perfect time for an infiltration.
Na dann. Hört sich ja ziemlich zu den Gunsten an.
When the Grand Sage leaves his office to supervise the entering process, that's our cue to access the console and free the Dendro Archon.
Wie soll ich sagen, aber irgendwie hört sich das viel zu einfach an, hä?
Well, yes. That's just the visible side of our plan, after all. If precedence holds, the Academia should have already started preparing for Nyargarbaha Day.
Everyone should be in position. All that's left is for us to lead the charge.
Na dann, ich hoffe mal, das klappt alles so,
Let's
wie
go.
er sich's vorstellt.
So are we just gonna walk in through the front door, or...?
Ja klar, ist der Tag der offenen Tür.
Yes. Were you expecting a stealthier approach?
Paimon can't think of a good comeback. Alright, it's all on Al-Haytham if things go south.
Er hat es auch nicht einfach, Leute. Gut, naja, hier, komm. Ach, egal. Oh, obwohl sie ist eine Promi, ne? Geh mal lieber mal mit ihm hier durch. Dann shit, die Gefährte.
Scribe?
Scribe, ja?
Please, wait. Are you Scribe Al-Haytham?
Ja, warum? Ruhig dich, Paimon.
That's me. Is something the matter? I'm in a hurry.
No. I was just surprised to see you here. I had heard that the sages were looking for you not long ago. but I didn't know what for. And, also, please don't bring outside guests into the academia.
Oho. Wir sind schon bemerkt worden.
Outside guests. How did you arrive at such a conclusion? Your groundless inference shames the Haravatat Darshan.
What did you say? I'm the top student in Haravatat, and I earned 3rd place at the last Inter-Darshan debate. Don't look down on me.
Eben, nur den 3. Platz, Junge.
That wasn't my intention. As your Haravatat senior, I just assumed that you possessed a greater aptitude for critical thinking. Look, based on what you already know, the purpose of my return and the reason they're here should be obvious.
Is that so? Wait a moment. Let me think.
Oh Gott, was
Don't
ist
tell me
das?
the answer.
Oh Gott, oh Gott, oh Gott, was für ein Opfer.
The sages search for you. A blonde-haired traveler. Outside guests.
Ja.
So, from the start, the sages weren't looking for you, but this traveler? And
Hey, shh. Yes, you've proven yourself as the top student in Haravatat. I surmise you've arrived at the correct conclusion.
as I expected. Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking clearly just now. Thank you for getting me back on track.
Ach du Scheiße.
It's nothing. We'll be on our way then.
All right. Thank you for your contributions to the academia, scribe.
Uiuiui. Ich hab das Akashate.
What the heck just happened now?
Das Kontrollgerät wieder im Ohr.
Guess.
I'm afraid I don't know either.
You have no idea?
Mm-hmm. He convinced himself of whatever truth he came up with. That is the so-called pride of a scholar. If someone questions their academic facility, they will instantly feign understanding to keep up appearances. Nowadays, the academia is rampant with this type of scholar. Their obvious farces of intellect only serve to highlight themselves as fools.
Wow. So there are special ways to deal with smart people. We don't even need to make up our own excuses.
We shouldn't waste any more time. It would be problematic if we missed our window of opportunity. Let's go.
Ja, dann auf. Du stellst dich ja hier hin und redest.
Time to
Hi
go.
Leute, ich spiele hier nur durch. Hallo, Zimter. Harmlose. Hopp, hopp. Diana-Palast betreten. Na, dann gucken wir doch mal. Vielleicht der Sumero-Weltboss? Das wäre jetzt natürlich mal interessant, ne?
Is this the Academia's library?
Indeed.
Voller die
Known as
Waldfee.
the House of Dana, it is quite possibly the most extensive special collections library in Teyvat.
There are a lot of students going through here. Is it really okay just to waltz right in?
The academia marches to a fast beat, especially since it's Nyargarbaha Day. They're all occupied with their own matters.
Bis auf der Typ eben, der meint, sich aufspielen zu müssen, ne?
Just act natural. Now, hurry along.
Also wir müssen schnell sein. Ich hab keine Zeit! Er braucht Kaffee! Geh weg, Junge! Was für ein Teil hier. Krass.
What's this platform for?
It's a lift that academia personnel use to access higher floors.
Are we gonna take it then? The Grand Sage's office is up there somewhere.
No, not right now. We can't guarantee that we won't run into the Grand Sage. Let's step back and observe for now.
You think the Grand Sage will exit from there? And after he does, we'd sneak past him? Oh, Paimon thinks that's really dangerous.
Man, hör auf zu denken.
Who knows? However, if we can confirm Azar's current location, our operation will be much safer if we...
Allow me to offer you a hint. If you wish to know his location, look behind you.
What's Grand Sage's doing here?
Do not tell me you believed the Academia would not grow suspicious of you after such a prolonged absence, scribe.
Das war so
An
klar.
eyewitness had informed me of your whereabouts, so I came to personally welcome you.
Bist du der Weltboss?
Grand Sage, I didn't expect you to care so much about me.
Hätten
I'm
wir
truly
wöchentlich
flattered.
klatschen.
I'm sure, but compared to you, I am far more interested in these two unexpected guests. You are the Traveler and Paimon, correct?
Boah, jemand kennt Paimons Namen. Was ist denn hier kaputt gegangen?
It's a pity that only now have I been afforded the opportunity to formally meet two of Sumeru's most esteemed guests. I do apologize for my lack of decorum.
Ja, dann lass uns jetzt miteinander reden, hm? Es ist noch nicht zu spät für euch, diesen Wahnsinn hier aufzugeben.
Excellent. You immediately initiated discussion instead of attempting to prepare some perfunctory excuse. You clearly understand the situation at hand
Nicht
and have
wirklich.
no intention of making a reckless stand.
Dann haben wir unser Abrissbirnen-Team draußen insofern.
The foot traffic here renders this place unsuitable for discussion. Please, follow me to my office.
Aber gerne. Husen. Was ist denn, Paimon?
This place is crawling with guards. There's no way out for us.
All right then, traveler. What did you wish to discuss with me? Today is Nyagarbha Day, so I still have many responsibilities to attend to. There is little time for idle chit-chat before I detain you all.
Alter Mann, die Fatui sind alles andere als vertrauenswürdig.
You seem to know quite a bit about our endeavors.
Na klar.
If that is so, then you should be praising our great work rather than using your trivial misgivings in a futile attempt to sway me.
Trivial?
Then tell me, what do the Fatui want from me?
Vielleicht das göttliche Herz?
Worthless. Those are all completely worthless. Benefits, divine power. These materialistic words do nothing but debase our great work.
Psycho!
Creating a god. Yes, we are using human wisdom to create a god.
Der euch in den Rücken fallen wird.
If humanity cannot attain omniscience and omnipotence, then we shall create a god to reveal them. This is the pinnacle of human wisdom.
Der Höhepunkt der menschlichen Intelligenz. Alter, du hast alle Logik und Intelligenz und Verstand verloren, Mann. Das ist der Höhepunkt der Dämlichkeit, ey.
We shall regain a god's guidance at long last. No longer will we flounder in the interminable void of consciousness and knowledge. Even Ermin's soul will be freed from its plight. For our nation of scholars, this is the ultimate aspiration. No cost is too great to realize it.
Geht es um Höhepunkt der menschlichen Intelligenz, aber am Ende wird doch alles von einem Gott abhängig sein.
You will never understand the rapture of having a god be born within your very hands. With your degree of knowledge, you cannot even comprehend such an emotion.
Und was ist mit der niederen Göttin Herrin Kusalani? Es wäre ja nicht so, als ob ihr keinen Gott hättet, ne?
Gods exist on a plane that far eclipses humanity's. Lesser Lord Kusanali. What can she even do?
Ja, weit mehr als du, Junge.
Care for the people? Fend off sandstorms? Fabricate silly fairy tales? These are but child's play for the Academia. Does that make us equal to the gods?
Du kannst also Sandstürme bändigen. Nehmen wir jetzt neu.
We are a people favored by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Though I may have personally not seen it, our forefathers bore witness to true wisdom. The ascension of the Lesser Lord has brought nothing but bewilderment to the scholars. They all ask, is that truly what true wisdom is supposed to look like?
Ja, du hast auf jeden Fall null Weisheit. So viel muss man
With
erst mal
that in
sagen.
mind, it is better to keep her isolated in the sanctuary of Suristhana, so our academy will not become embroiled in turmoil.
Bombenplan, wirklich.
What a pathetic justification. Do you really think that only the super smart or powerful should be able to call themselves gods?
Keine Möglichkeit, ihn zu überreden. Das ist die Arroganz der Gelehrten.
As per your judgment, Grand Sage, they are indeed dangerous individuals. Not only are they acting against the academia, but their ideologies have the potential to lead scholars astray. Looks like there really was merit in my assignment.
Oh, Hatham? Are you talking about us?
Anyway, I've brought them to the academia as ordered, but it took some time and trouble. Oh, that reminds me. Here's the investigation report you had requested. It's a summary of my time spent with the Traveler, an array of information about him ready for your perusal.
Oh, Hatham! So you're still on the Academia side!
Und wie täuscht man seine Freunde am besten? Seine Feinde? Ja, seine Freunde auch täuscht.
We finally started
Perfekte
to
Lüge.
trust you!
Weder Freund noch Feind. Ja, wer ist denn du?
Excellent. Detailed contents with no errors. I would expect nothing less than an immaculate report from the scribe.
Verarscht den. Ich glaube nicht, dass Hazen auf
As it is
deren Seite ist.
Nyagarbha Day, I'll enter the information on you into the Akasha. Surely you know what that means.
We'll be monitored, just like Sino.
With the Akasha's calculation prowess, all of your actions will be predicted with an accuracy of at least 98%. Furthermore, your data will be updated in real time whenever new information presents itself. To put it into words you can understand, wherever you go, you will be walking under an invisible leash. This is Sumeru's greatest penalty for dishonest persons.
Vertrauenswürdige Leute. Zählt dazu euch auch euer Mahadra?
Are you not familiar with the concept that great responsibility begets an equally great suspicion? In any case, you are Sumeru's most concerning external variable. Locking you down will greatly decrease the chance of any undesirable outcomes coming to pass.
You're despicable!
Despicable? Perhaps from your perspective, but I suppose you had mentally prepared yourselves for this, no?
Was meinst du damit?
Your ploy was to sacrifice the Traveler here, was it not?
Lord Azar, I know what you're trying to say, but I've been following your plan this entire time. Why are you doubting me at this juncture?
Must I delineate your entire plan? Very well. I will spell things out.
Okay.
First off, I received an eyewitness report that you were spotted with the Traveler at Caravan Ribat. However, you immediately departed for the desert and escaped surveillance range. Judging by the time, you all likely encountered the truant General Mahamatra in the desert. Am I correct?
Maybe Paimon shouldn't have mentioned Sino just now.
Redest immer zu viel, Paimon. Das
The
ist aber
Academia
normal.
had not received correspondence from its scribe for a prolonged time. You were also in the company of the Traveler, a close associate of Lesser Lord Kusanali and General Mahamatra Sino, who had defected from the Academia. With their instigation, what was the probability that you would betray the Academia? Rationally speaking, 50%? 70%? What do you think?
Regardless, that's only a guess. The facts are that I've brought the Traveler right before you, and I gave you my report.
Das stimmt,
Indeed, your boldness deserves praise. To think that despite status as an outlander, the Traveler is still willing to sacrifice for the sake of your plan. If I'm correct, you have a contingency plan to save Lesser Lord Kusanali and ruin our great work. Sneak into the Academia on Garbaha Day, using Alhaitham's status as the scribe, for there is a good chance that an opportunity to save the Lesser Lord will arise. Should your intentions be discovered, Alhaitham will turn traitor and sacrifice the Traveler, thus proving his innocence. He can then stay inside the Academia and continue searching for a way to proceed forward. As for Sino, according to the Akasha's calculations, he will soon return to the Academia and confront me in person. I suppose this is also a part of your plan?
You'll see me as a traitor regardless of what I say, no? Even if you impugn me, it would have little effect on you all.
You misunderstand. Losing our scribe would irreparably damage the Academia's regular operations and the development of Sumeru's future academic systems.
Jetzt auch kontrollieren oder was?
However, under the current circumstances, even that is trivial compared to what we stand to gain from our great work.
You said that I betrayed the Academia, but you, Azar, you've betrayed all of Sumeru, betrayed its Archon.
So flight is turned to fight at long last. Guards!
Ja dann. Wir sagen, it's time to fight, hä?
Well, what do we have here? So you stole that divine knowledge capsule.
Traitor! You traitor!
Even the most rational scholar will yearn for the power of a god in a moment of desperation. Aren't you doing the exact same thing as me, Alhaitham? Unfortunately for you, no god will lend you their power.
Azar!
He has gone completely insane. Take him to the Matra and exile him to Aru village. Then find someone to take these two to the confinement room. I'll deal with them later.
Grand Sage, we've finished all required preparations for Nyagarbha Day. We may begin to enter the capsules now.
Excellent. You may begin.